Video demonstration of a software prototype for a degree planning tool for students at Cal Poly. My name is John Delby, and this prototype was developed by students in my software engineering class in the computer science department. The purpose of this tool is to help students determine the order in which they must complete their coursework in order to fulfill their degree requirements. Typically, students are presented a paper flowchart by their department which prescribes the ideal sequence in which they should complete courses in order to finish their degree in 4 years. Often students are unable to register for courses in the ideal prescribed sequence, and then it becomes difficult for them to determine how to complete their coursework in the most efficient manner. The software tool presents a table where the columns represent quarters. In each cell is a course to be completed. The current cell is shown with blue text, and the details about that course are shown in text in the panel beneath the table. For example, Math 141 will complete a GEB1 requirement. The cell which is white is the cell for which the student is eligible to enroll in that course right now. The cell with a gray background is a course for which there are prerequisites which have not yet been completed. For example, clicking on Math 142 shows that it has a prerequisite of Math 141, and that prerequisite is shown in the table italicized and bold-faced to make it easy to visually spot the dependencies. Clicking on CSE 102 reveals that it has two prerequisites, CC 101 and Math 141. A class that has been completed is indicated in green. So in this case, when Math 141 has been taken, Math 142 turns from gray to white to indicate that it's now eligible to be taken. Similarly, when CSE 101 is completed, CC 102 is now eligible, as well as several other classes. A cell with a yellow background is a requirement for which the student must select a specific course to fulfill it. Double-clicking on a yellow cell brings up a dialog box which displays all the options the student has for completing that requirement. GEA1 can be completed by English 133 or English 134. When the student makes a selection, that course will now appear in the table. The underline represents that there is an alternative available. The student can continue indicating that courses are completed and see visually the effect that will have on making other courses eligible for completion. If a student decides to defer taking a class to a later quarter, they can drag and drop that class into a different location in the table, and immediately will see the impact that has on their degree plan. For example, CSE 103 requires CSE 102 be taken before it. So if CSE 102 is moved, now CSE 103 is out of sequence and will appear in pink. When CSE 102 is returned to its correct location, CSE 103 turns to gray. When CSE 102 is completed, then CSE 103 is eligible. Technical electives bring up a dialog box with a list of all eligible classes. And free electives bring up a dialog box in which the student can select from any course in the university catalog. The table can be expanded by inserting new quarters or removing quarters that are empty, or by renaming quarters using options from the Edit menu. And a summary panel gives concise statistics about the number of units that have been completed. This ends this short video demo of the Degree Planner tool.